With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ready, Sydney Green. Steel black.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Ready.
On second down, it's Walker. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
56.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He's going to sling this deep down. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 33 yards that time. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at the 23. Nifty move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's go now. 10 black. 26 black. 26 black.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check, 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 check.
Got that one. 50 Fury.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. Second and 6.
Big stop, big stop, let's go.
Shotgun now for Lance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
McCaffrey on the counter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Lance going to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, He'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Flushed out right. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Straight ahead, Walker. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Forced out to his left. That is caught by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Here we go. Here we go. 50 green. Coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The Lance now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Drop deep,
A final shot before half for Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And this pass caught by Gray. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, McCaffrey pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mitchell, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but Boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go.
2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. This complete to Lockett. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Walker will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead is now 21-14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like what he showed me in this game, because he certainly has understood when it was time to scramble with the ball. On this play, he shows me that he knows when to throw it away as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Lance. Able to find Gray here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 41 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Throwing now is Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Here's Walker to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Up the middle, here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Lance. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Lance back to throw. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Lance. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make. And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Moore. He will return it. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it. You felt his pain? Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game. And they will take a knee here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one. Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while. So for the 49ers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Seattle,